Hello world! Welcome back to another HeroCTF v4 write-up video. In this video, we'll be covering the web challenge Small Mistake, Big Mistake. Let's get into it. The website developer made a small mistake in the code of his website. Can you identify and exploit it to extract the flag? So I already have the source code open over here, and if we open up the site, it just says flag, you are not admin. Now, if we look at the source, we see that it's generating a secret key here by running choice hex digits times 32. And then it's basically saying if your session username isn't admin, plus having the session key right, then you won't get the flag. So that being said, what do we think the exploit is? Well, we probably need to break this secret key. So let's actually figure out what this piece of code is doing. So I can bring this over here and we'll bring up my Kali box. And we'll run Python and then we'll grab these two values. Okay, and then we want to just do this choice hex digits here. Okay, interesting. So it just prints out random hex digits, literally, in sets of 32. Okay, so we can actually brute force that then, because there's only going to be so many combinations. It looks like there's going to be uppercase, lowercase, and digits that we have to account for. So I already wrote a script to kind of do that for us. And it's quite possible that it's case insensitive, but we'll go ahead and throw in the lowercase versions of the hex characters as well, just to cover all our bases. And there's a nifty little tool called Flask Unsigned, which allows you to make cookies for Flask and sign them with a secret. Now, remember, in Flask, the default session cookie is session. It's just the word session. And then it has a JWT value associated with it, which can decode into JSON. So essentially what we need to do is create a session cookie for username with the value admin. So username as the key and admin as the value. But we also need to sign it with a secret. So we just have to try all possibilities. Now, I've already gone ahead and written this script here to do that, as I had this pulled up before. And I'll go ahead and walk you through what it does. So we're basically looping through each possible hex character. And then we're using subprocess, which allows us to run bash commands inside of Python and print out or do whatever with the output of it, right? And all I'm doing here is I'm doing a Flask Unsigned, and then I'm signing a cookie of username admin. And then no literal eval is for when there's sets of numbers, because it can only handle byte and string data. So anytime you have a number, it'll error out because it can't actually handle that, because it reads it as an integer and it can't do that. So that's all that's for. And then here's where we define our secret. I times 32 will basically just take our character and multiply it by 32 times. So it'll print out 32 characters. And then that's it. Then we decode it, right? Because it'll come back as a byte array. And we decode it to turn it into a string. And then we strip it for all its new lines. And then here I just have it printing out the session each time it runs. So we'll be able to see what the cookie is. And then I run another check output on curling with the silent flag of the cookie, and then I set the session cookie equal to our session variable that we have here. And then I run it on the URL that is the challenge URL. And then I do the same decode and strip that I did up here just to get the string. And then of course I check for the flag format inside source. That way we don't have to sift through all the different outputs, because obviously not all of them will be right. Only one will be. So we're basically kind of brute forcing it, but that's how you want to do this one. So let's go ahead and run it. Let me save it. And we'll do solve.py, and we'll be able to see each session cookie as it comes down. And it looks like it was the third one, so it was probably a series of twos. Now I don't know if it changes each time on the server side, but there's our flag. Small mistake can be dangerous. All right, so let's just copy that. Paste it in. All right, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe to the channel to show your support. Turn on post notifications to get regular injections of cyber content directly into your feed. Check out our Patreon, join our Discord, and follow us on Twitter. links in the description box down below, and leave any feedback or questions in the comments section down below. This is Almond Milk. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.